Hello, my little vegetables. Today we will be looking at my game versus Team Electros in the June monthly finals. This is the semifinals. The first map is Hard Rock Mine. Hey, yo, Rafreaky. What's he doing, bruh? All right, anyways, it's Hard Rock Mine. They pick Lily, a great win condition in Gem Grab especially. And I think they banned for an aggro here. They banned for Kenji, I'm pretty sure, Kenji's good in tank and Buster, so maybe not. Maybe they banned for Lily. But basically we banned Kenji because Rafik is super good at it, and Lumi and Gus are pretty broken here. Gus is the best mid by far. They go Lily, so we go Finks Tara, two brawlers with good win condition supers, and then they go 8-bit. I don't really like the pick, but they go 8-bit dog, which is like okay in terms of synergy. And the dog hyper treat is kind of like busted with the Lily. Like if you go dog with a brawler with a nice hypercharge, it gets 2 a game at least. So it's a really good combination from them. But we go Buzz. Buzz is a great pick into this because it has enough aggression and it's good around walls. And, it can like kill anyone if it stuns it properly. Here, Evex pushes in. I dodge like every shot. You can see like my shield gear is still up. I think I dodged like 6 shots in a row from Belle, bro. Like what's he aiming at? Little rodent. And basically, we have full control. We have Diego in their bush. We have Evex and me in the mid. Evex sees Rafiki over there. Rafiki makes a really nice play with his super. And basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to hold control. And we don't want 2 people dying at the same time. Like, you guys won't hear it from a lot of people, but if 2 people die at the same time, then you lose a lot of control. Here, Diego should have just stayed in their bush, in my opinion, and walked to the left so he couldn't get pinched by the dog and the 8-bit. Because he's going to be behind a wall or too far. Like, he's going to be out of the dog's range. He's going to be behind the wall for the 8-bit, so he's only going to be fighting the Lily there. Instead, he walks back and charges less of a super than he would have if he just straight lined someone. So here, we have decent control. Evex with a really nice stun there, but no kill. But luckily, I get my super here, and I hit Rafiki once there, so he's not healing, actually. That's, like, really important. I didn't even notice that. But I'm playing with my super, We get the 2 gems in my super. They can't hit me. And I just tell my teammates to run up and die because I don't know if you guys watch Bobby's videos, but in Gem Grab, around the 8 to 10 second mark, you want your teammates to die so they can respawn with invincibility and tank for you. As you can see, that's kind of what happened. They took turns respawning, so even if I died, one of them would be defending and picking up the gems or fighting them, etc. So that was like perfect game 1. We had the perfect start. We had good control. Only like a minor mistake made by Diego, in my opinion. But here, the start is a little different. And it doesn't matter. Like, we still get like a lot of control, but the difference is Evex does miss his gadget at the start. So you can see he's like hard stuck and he actually dies, so we don't have full control anymore. But if he hit that gadget, it would have been a team wipe because he's definitely killing his Livy. And here Diego backs up again. I don't like this play, like I'll tell you, but I'm like noticing it in the video, but I didn't tell him because I didn't notice it during the game. But he definitely just needs to hug the wall and like die like behind the wall, because he's going to get more of his super. Evex misses his super inside my Fink super. Like, I throw it down for him to hit it. Like, I didn't tell him, but, like, I'm glad he, like, realized what that super, like, the combination does. Like, it's easy to hit, but he, like, still missed. So, that was a little rough. I didn't know Rafiki had his hyper super there. Like, I had a really bad headache this day, and I started to, like, lose, like, my hearing. And, like, I couldn't focus. Like, I was hearing things, but I wasn't, like, understanding, if that makes sense. Like, I was like out of it because I drank 2 energy drinks, like Monster energy drinks with no food, so my brain was fried. I was basically playing drunk is what my teammates were saying. And so we kind of like lose that game because I'm not able to like listen or like whatever. Like, definitely my fault though. So it's game 3 already in set 1, and we had some decent starts, but I don't remember what changes here. I think Diego gets a nice kill on Rafiki at the start. Let's see. Rafiki's 1. Yeah, he gets a really nice kill. Evex hits the hook. That gadget is so important to hit. Like, I think that's the game changer. Like, he hit it in game 1 and game 3, and we have full control. Like, it is no coincidence. And here, Lily has hyper super. Diego's doing a decent job at keeping the left, and Evex is doing a really good job keeping the right, not getting spotted. He does get spotted there, but he finds the 8-bit and catches them lacking. It's like okay for him to like waste his supers and his gadgets now because he's close to hyper. When he gets his hyper, he's definitely getting 1 kill, unless if he like messes it up. Here, I don't like the pull from Diego because the Lily has super and he's coming up. If the Lily didn't have super, like maybe it's okay, but he also could have waited for the Lily to come up and double pulled them. Definitely a little rushed there. I have 8 gems, but I know the Lily has hyper this time, so like I can't move up. I don't know if he has super or not though, so that's why I'm playing so far back. Staying alive there was like really important because if I died, like we're definitely gonna collapse and they're gonna like push us like and definitely team wipe us because like Evex went low like right after that too. And here, like, I did not know the Lily was in there. I think he used a gadget to get to that bush. Diego was a really nice hyper to clutch up. And then he supers as Livy, but as Livy survives a one-shot, that shieldier saved him, bro. But if he died there, it would have been so good for us. Blah with the turret here. I don't like that turret because it's too defensive. Like, he needs to be, like, pushing it, like, aggressively because, like, we only need one more gem and I have a teleport gadget, like, it's broken. Here, I remember we were calling out the dog hyper tree to, like, watch out for it. And then I'm spreading out because I don't want to get, like, wiped by the Lily there. Like, what if he, like, kills Diego and then kills me next? Diego dies to the 8-bit turret. But luckily, I got super right here. And, like, this is, like, the most perfect Finks super I've ever done in my life. Like, I'm not good at Finks, but, like, that was an important super. And then they could reset. They have 8 gems, but Diego has a nasty pull on as Livy. So we get 12 gems. They have 6. It is not enough anymore to reset. I stay on top of Diego to help him kill the Lily to make sure there's no chance of them coming back. I throw up the clown pin. Like, I was feeling it, bro. Like, the clown pin, like, it just felt like Auraful this month. I don't know. It felt like the right thing to do. And so we take a set lead on Team Electros. You can see the stats here. Stats don't matter and, like, show too much, but the DPS is, like, pretty consistent for everyone, like, pretty similar. And Pinhole, I remember we kind of underestimated Kaze here, but I don't remember the full draft, so I guess we'll see. But I do remember us banning Kenji again. Against TE, we did just target ban Kenji. And we didn't know we were playing TE until like an hour before our match, obviously, because they had to beat KCP first. And they swept KCP and they were just spamming Kenji, and we're like, wow, we are not playing against that. So we banned Kenji again. They go Finks, and we go Gus Meg. We just went like 2 defensive brawlers. I don't know if this is that great. I think it was okay. I think it was an okay 2-3 because it kind of like forces them to like go, like it forces them to play an aggressive brawler into us. Like if they play an aggressive brawler into us, then like we're fine into it. But if they don't play an aggressive brawler, then we play a control brawler because control brawlers lose to aggressive brawlers and they don't have one yet. And then we win. But they go Kaze Carl and we go Mortis. Mortis was definitely the wrong pick. The other option was Ollie. Ollie would have been infinitely better. You're going to see like the Mortis struggle. This is not Mortis's best map. Like this is one of Mortis's worst maps actually. But yeah, like definitely the wrong pick there. Like the wrong last pick. So I don't think the 2-3 was the problem. Like I think Meg Gus was probably fine. Like Gus was very, very strong at this point as well. But Kaze was also very strong. Kaze's even stronger now actually with the HP buff. But no one really knew how to like play Kaze and play around Kaze yet, but yeah, like we thought Mortis was fine into it, but it wasn't. It was just a blunder. And then we're just gonna watch the set anyways, even though like they have a better draft than us, because like I think it was still winnable. Here Evex, he messes up the first dash. If he like dashed more accurately to the ball, then he would have scored, I think, because like his third dash was kind of wasted and then he had no ammo. But it was a good try from him nonetheless. Here he moves the ball, which is a very nice play, like good game awareness. And then here I think I 2-tap Rafiki, yeah, and then I'm like pushing up, I'm like calling it, I'm like we have to go. I get Rafiki, I get Belle one shot, Diego finishes the kill, and now we have mid control here. Here on this map specifically, and like other bushy mid maps like Kaboom Canyon, holding mid is so important. But Diego losing his mech there was so bad because then he like loses mid, you know? And like we did all that to get mid. And here I waste shield because I thought I could save it, but Bilal actually did way more damage to me than I thought it would because Kaze was a new brawler at the time, so we were like not too used to it. Like the interactions and stuff, like I didn't know it would do that much damage. Definitely need to play the game more if that's happening. Oh, Evex misses his super there. I think I defend this though. Yeah, I get the ball here. Like, not to self-glaze, that was some pretty good game awareness by me. As Livy tries going for a play, he throws there. Like, we should definitely get the mid control here because the Carl's low. But Evex is kind of like doing nothing because this is a tough Mortis game. Like, on paper, Mortis seems okay. Actually, not even on paper. Like, it's not even okay on paper, in my opinion. Like, we have to go Ollie there or, like, a different aggressive brawler. Buster was banned. Hank was banned. I'm not sure what brawler, but here I see a chance and I go for it. But I have no ammo. Like, I kind of, like, sell there. If I had one more shot, like, if I saved it, then it would have been okay. But I was one shot from getting another super, and I was like, okay, let me just try to get another super and walk it in. But I definitely miscalculated it. Definitely my fault. And our Mortis gets hyper too late, and that was unfortunate. I'm going to show you all the games because it was really close. And I think we played, like, pretty well. You're going to see some, like, a lot of missed goals, actually. And, like, it's not because of good defense. It's because, like, both teams were kind of, like, blundering. Here, I'm trying to stay alive so we can hold some sort of control. Evex goes in and trades with the Carl. Not bad, but, like, Mortis is just so bad. Like, Mortis is a horrible pick. Like, definitely just picked the wrong last pick. It's frustrating when you get the last pick wrong because, like you have the draft one and then you just pick the wrong thing at the easiest part and then you lose. But it happens sometimes. Here, I try to clear the ball, but don't. Here, Bilal, like, you're going to think it was a bad pass, but Bilal, his positioning was directly behind the Meg. So Rafiki couldn't have passed it, like if Bilal was, like, closer to the mid, like the 1x5 mid wall, then they would have scored because Rafiki just passed it to him. But Bilal was behind the Meg, so that's why they messed it up. And then here we have Meg hyper, and then I don't know if we score still. Like, I don't even think we score. Yeah, Evex misses it, and then here we have to work on this more. Evex could have just passed the ball backwards to me, and then I just walk it in. But he, like, tries going for it. But we just need to practice that more. I learned it from Ducky because, like, Ducky does it often. Like, and I was, like, impressed. Like, because, like, I don't see anyone else do it for some reason. But, yeah. I do hyper super Evex because I think we could score here. And that was a good play because we do. And the Carl always hyper. The Kaze has hyper super, unfortunately. So we kind of just have to, like, survive for 40 more seconds. But I don't think we do. The Kaze hyper super, like, I thought Kaze lost to Meg, but, like, honestly, I don't know, because Kaze kind of, like, shredded through the Meg here. And here, I clear the ball, but I don't think it's enough because we have a Mortis defending, like, only a Mortis. Yeah, it's not enough. We do have Mortis hyper and Meg hyper with 20 seconds left in the game. Very, very good eats, W eats. They do have Fang super, and I remember saying to my team to wait it out. He does not wait it out, so he only gets one hit on the bats there, unfortunately. And then I know Diego messes it up too. So he has Meg hyper, but he, like, plays too aggressive for it. Like that's too aggressive. He didn't even get a Meg hyper super off. And then here I remember, like, this was the one thing I heard. My teammates were screaming, go right, shoot it right. So I shoot it right, and that's where Evex was. And game 3 I'm not going to show because it was over in, like, 2 seconds. I mean, maybe I could show it, but it was really boring. It was actually, it was boring. That's all. But we lost. So on to set 3, tied 1-1. We go Kaze 1. And the funny thing is, we didn't scrim very much. So, like, they were like, okay, they don't know about Kaze on this map, so let's leave Kaze open and then get Kaze 2-3 and then win. And then we won Kaze, so so not scrimming actually helped us here. They went Gus Chester, 2 defensive brawlers. Again, seems to be, like, decent in this meta. 2-3, 2 defensive brawlers. And then we go Juju and Lu. What I did was I went Juju because the SSG went Juju, and it looked really good. Juju Kaze together. And then we went Lu, even though Lu's not good into Gus, but I thought I could skill diff it, and I thought Lu was just broken in general. So I'm only going to show one game, game 1, because game 1 was close, game 2 was not. And not that much changed. Like, we just started skill diffing them in game 2 more. But here, like, game 1, we were getting, like, owned. Like, Diego gets spotted, Diego gets tapped up, he dies. I'm hitting some good shots, but I'm also one shot, so I go down. But I'm very close to Lu super is a good thing. And, like, our comp kind of, like, starts slow with, like, no Kaze super, no Juju pet, no Lu super. I think Juju got nerfed this month too. Like, it went from, like, 6 shots to, like, 8 or something, or, like, 8 to 10, I forget, to get super. And then here Diego kind of, like, wastes another invis, in my opinion. Like, that was not well used. And they have full control. They're up by a lot of percentages because, like, it's kind of, like, easy because they have a winning mid, and then they have a fast Chester who's, like, hard for me to hit, and a Barley that I can't hit. So it's hard to get loose supers, but I'm actually, like, tapping them consistently somehow. And then Evex with a really nice super gets them out of the mid. And now we get the lane switch. And this was a perfect lane switch, guys. Like, I don't want to, like, glaze, like, gas up my team too much, but that lane switch was actually perfect. I remember, like, us, like, forcing a lot of lane switches this game. I'm like, I told my team, like, we should get Kaze on Barley, Juju on Chester all the time. But honestly, that wasn't even necessary. But like saying it did help because look at what Evex is doing to the Barley, bro. Like he's just wasting so much time. And I do have Hyper Super. I'm on Shield Blue because my teammates told me Shield Blue was better. And I honestly didn't think so, but it definitely was. Like Shield Blue was insane this game. And so Evex uses a super to get them out of mid. Barley kind of wastes his hyper there. Like I think he got like one hit maybe on Evex there. I saw maybe one on Diego. I'm not sure. But here I get a nice loose super to control the mid. I have hyper. Notice I'm not using my hyper because I don't need to. Like it's not gonna be a kill. Like I wanted to confirm a kill or confirm 2 kills, whatever. And also Evex kind of like used the super there in a bad spot because he used it on top of my loose super. Like he used a fan storm on my loose, like my loop blizzard or whatever it's called, like, which is kind of a waste because they can't walk there anyways. Here I see a chance to hyper super 2 of them, so I take it and I put it inside them. But I also get traded out, but 2 for 1, you know, always a deal I'll take. And then here I'm pretty sure I just tell Evex to get some control for us. Luckily Diego 3 taps the Chester and then Evex just like cooks him real quick. Then here we're just screaming get the zone, get the zone. So we get the zone and we win even though we're both pretty low, close game. And I think, yeah, I'm not showing the second game because it wasn't close in my opinion. Like we just played way better than them in the second game. The first game we had a rough start as you saw. And now Belle's Rock, I'm going to try to explain more draft because I feel like I'm being useless and I want to be useful to you guys. So we banned Hank, Gene, Lumi, 3 broken brawlers on this map. It's like pretty standard. And then they banned Kit, Gray, Hank. I don't know why they banned Gray, but Kit is just like too cheesy, like with last pick especially. And then here they go Angelo 1. We love going Gus into Angelo. So we go Gus and we go Ollie because it's a very flexible tank. And Hank is banned and we don't want to play against a Hank with Ollie. And so they go Buster, pretty normal response into Ollie. We expected it. Then they went Brock. I wanted to go Rico, but then they went Brock. So I suggested Jae Young. And Jae Young was actually such a fire pick because they don't have that much damage and they don't have that much consistent damage either. Like they don't have spread shots other than the Buster. So the Jae Young speed is going to be really good and they don't have that much DPS, which means the Jae Young heals are going to be really good. It's kind of how you want to think about it. Like you want to think about like what's the biggest threat on their team or what's the biggest threat you could go. It's like one or the other, but yeah, we get some good control here. I'm like playing it sped up because nothing really happened at the start, but like we're just trying to get our lanes right. Like I want to fight the Angelo as Gus, and we want Jae Young to fight whoever as, you know, Jae Young, whatever. And here I'm doing a decent job fighting the Gus. I pinch out Rafiki here. I do hit a shot on him. I hit a shot on Angelo. Evex forces that so hard, and like I also like try to save him with my shield. But the Buster shield actually like blocks my shield, which is crazy to think about. Here, Diego and I position ourselves really well, but we did not win. Unfortunately, Belle survives at 200 HP, so they take the first round. So with our comp, what we want to do is we want to wait for endgame. We want to use our Gus shield and our Ollie supers to confirm kills and stay alive, and Jae Young damage and heals to keep us alive, you know? Like we have our endgame draft, our endgame comp is like really good, and you're going to see like I'll like tell you guys, but I'm speeding it up until something actually happens. Here, I think they try to make a play because like they get double hyper, but I get a really important shot here on Aslivy while Rafiki commits because Aslivy can't walk up now because like he did and he got like tapped, and you know, here it's still losable because Diego actually goes down and then I'm like close to going down, but luckily I maneuver my way around that like one by one wall. If that wasn't there, I actually might have died there and it would have been bad because Angelo might have had another super or something and our Ollie might have been able to lose. So me using that wall was really good, in my opinion. Like I don't want to self-glaze, but it was really important. Here we're just getting our lanes right. You guys see me switching lanes. You guys see us switching lanes again. And it's easier for us to switch lanes because we have a Jae Young. Like if you're facing a Jae Young and you have the wrong matchup, don't switch lanes. Like because they're gonna get there before you and like you'll just be in the same spot, but maybe you'll lose positioning because they're just so much faster. Here, Evex kind of gets caught lacking, but luckily he has super to get out and jump. But even though he uses it, it's not the end of the world. I have Belle on a bad spot, and then I do poke him with the gadget and big shot as well. Diego catches Rafiki lacking somehow. I don't even know how he did that, but he just melted Rafiki, and he was also piercing Jay. Like he's also on the Pierce J star power, so he's also hitting the Brock. And here, I'm not going to speed anything up. I think game 2 is like really important. Like every single moment I want to talk about. Here, they're stacking mid, and at the time, like I was kind of like autopiloting because my head was hurting and I wasn't thinking too much. So I wasn't playing mid. I wasn't helping Evex. So Evex gets pushed back, and then Diego overcommits, gets tapped up. And then here I hit the Angelo, but he's switching, and I start to go up, and then I like hesitate. I go back down. Definitely my mistake for hesitating there, because I should have been playing in the mid because I can't shoot them from the lane. Like, a lot of stuff is just positioning. Like, that was just a positioning error, making us lose a player. And here, Diego and I, like, we don't say anything, but I think we do a super, super good job of switching lanes and then keeping ourselves in a good spot to pinch. You're going to see how we're not standing in the same spot, so we can shoot people at different angles. And Diego's doing a really good job just, like, poking them, staying alive, being annoying, what Diego does. He's just annoying, you know what I'm saying? I hit a nice shot on the Buster to get ghost shot, which forces them into the middle because they're scared. And then I forced the Brock to jump because I hit him, and he's one shot, and he's scared. He jumps into the smoke. Angelo jumps into the smoke, and the Buster does not use his hyper. So we are chilling. We are chilling. He does have another hyper super, though. We have our lanes right. We have Ollie super. Like, we're looking good. Our confidence is, like, up because we just won a 2v3. And, like, Bilal has been telling me, like, this draft is just unwinnable because they lost a 2v3. But I think Diego and I just played super well. And Rafiki did not use his hyper, which I think was a big mistake. Here, I used the wall to, like, stay alive. Dude, I'm honestly doing so good. Like self-glaze, but, like, I'm honestly doing so good around these walls. Like, I survived twice because of, like, a 1x1 wall, bro. Here, I call out for a pinch, and then we do get it, but he barely survives on one shot. Like, if Evex was on the speed star power, he definitely kills him there, but he wasn't. Like, I'm not saying, like, he should have been, but I'm just saying, like, what could have happened. And here, Diego and I are getting in position to pinch again. I do hit Rafiki once, and that is all we need for Diego to get the kill. I use my hyper. I obviously miss my shield because that's what I do. And we win 3-1. We win TE 3-1. In my opinion, these guys are, like, the second to third best team in North America right now. So it was a really big win. Like, everyone was underestimating them, but I thought they were really good. And now we are in the grand finals against Tribe Gaming once again. 4th month in a row, Tribe versus Elevate grand finals. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.